Hello everyone and welcome back to TWIG, or This Week in Gaming, and a happy Thanksgiving for those in America and who celebrate the holiday. I'm your host, Josh B. with MER Gaming, and today we're covering all of the gaming news that happened this week, the week of November 20th. This week we go over Fortnite's new policy rollback, Ark Survival Ascended finally being released on Xbox, Cult of the Lamb's new expansion coming soon, and we'll end off with a surprise announcement for The Last of Us 2 Remastered. Let's jump right into it. To start off this week, we've got an update from a story that we covered last week about Fortnite. In case you don't remember, Fortnite pushed an update out last week that made it so certain skin purchases were not usable on Creator Islands in hopes to help with the age restriction of the game. This rightfully made players upset as they were unable to use their purchased skins with their own money on certain player-created islands or custom game modes with those custom islands. However, Epic has now decided to roll back most of the age limits on cosmetics due to a large backlash from their community. Epic has said that this is temporary, however, till they find a better way to limit certain skins that the community can all agree on. The patch to roll back these changes will be implemented on December 3rd along with the new season. This new season has already been confirmed to have a new crossover event featuring the legendary rapper Eminem. They showed off what looks like 3 skins for him, along with saying that he might have a part in their story. We're very interested to see how this event will turn out and are pretty dang excited for this new season to start. Now to talk about the hit indie game Cult of the Lamb. This village building action game is getting a free major content expansion titled Sins of the Flesh. They didn't give us much detail on what is coming for this new expansion other than promising new stories and massive new features. It's cool to see the love that this game has gotten from their community and from the devs themselves after a few major issues with Unity Engine earlier this year. If you're excited for the Sins of the Flesh expansion, it's set to launch early next year. Ark Survival Ascended finally launched on Xbox this week after many delays. The launch version is actually working really great on both Xbox Series S and X, but does come with a few issues. There's still a rare crashing bug here and there, and players are frustrated with some dense fog that makes it impossible to see in certain areas of the game. Hopefully these issues, along with some others, will get fixed soon, and we're excited and more hopeful for the upcoming PS5 version set to launch very soon. Mario Kart 8 has finally left the US's top 20 best-selling games list this week after being on the list for over 6 years. Being that all of the DLC tracks are now finally out, with no more DLCs and tracks being added to the game, and the other reason being the crazy amount of successful games released from Nintendo this year. With all this, we're hoping that this coming year we'll get news on the next upcoming Mario Kart game. Space Marines 2 has been delayed to now late 2024. The reason stated for this is, quote, Focus Entertainment is committed to releasing a game that is of the highest quality and that exceeds the expectations of the countless fans of the franchise. It is pretty sad that it's being delayed from February now to late next year, but hopefully this means that the game will be fully finished and polished when it does eventually get released. Some more rather unfortunate news from Modern Warfare 3 this week. Players are getting kicked for inactivity while using certain kill streaks in-game. This is likely due to the game detecting players are no longer moving when entering certain kill streaks, but nonetheless, it's still frustrating for a handful of gamers, especially those in ranked game modes. For such an easily avoidable bug, and to our knowledge that has never really been an issue in any other Call of Duty titles, it's interesting to see how this bug slipped through the playtests. Hopefully it'll get patched out soon so players can continue to play the game without getting interrupted and kicked from their play sessions. And lastly, to end this week off, we had a leak that turned into an announcement for The Last of Us 2 Remastered. This new release will have a handful of new content added to the game, such as a new roguelike mode, lost levels, guitar free play, massive graphics improvements, DualSense controller integration, and more. Their direct blog post goes into a ton more detail on all of the new changes and features coming to the game, but the main focus of this blog post and what is coming to the game is the new roguelike mode titled No Return. In this new survival mode, you will be able to play as multiple characters across the series that all have differing playstyles that you can experience. The closest comparison that we can make to this new game mode would probably be the Resident Evil series mercenary modes. It looks like your objective is to clear out groups of enemies within a limited time, going in either stealth or an all-out loud tactic. Now you have to keep in mind, going in all guns a-blazing will attract probably a lot more clickers than you could handle. Once you do reach the end of these randomized runs, you can unlock new characters to play as that can really change up your gameplay. This remastered version of The Last of Us 2 is set to launch early next year on January 19th. And that will be it for This Week in Gaming. Please make sure to check out all of our other videos and subscribe for more content coming in the future of all things gaming. This has been Josh B from MER Gaming, and I will see you next week for another episode of This Week in Gaming.